scratch.
Addressing the culture, I'm addressing the culture, huh? Addressing the culture, I'm addressing the culture, huh? Addressing the culture, I'm addressing the culture, huh? Addressing the culture, I'm addressing the culture. We gon' talk about it. Come address the culture, we gon' talk about it. Come address the culture, we gon' talk about it. Come address the culture, we gon' talk about it. Come and address the culture, huh? Brick by brick, you get your boy Big Wallll, and you already know the time, the vibe we on. I am here with my man, the big homie himself, P.stock. What's going on with you, P?
What's happening? Everything, man. Everything. It's like the the music news goes right in line with what our guest tonight.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a great show. And what's happening, man? Things is busy. I see people, man. Thanks for people subscribing, leave comments. I mean, that's big. That's huge. We love y'all. Come on through, tap in.
Yes.
Tap in. Definitely check out the Let's Talk show with Big Wallll and Lizzie Martinez. That's hot, man. That's fire. That's
going down, man. We
that's
doing
fire.
some
Every Monday night.
Things. Yeah.
Every Monday night. Every Monday night. So what's good with you, Big Wallll? I know you the busiest man out there. I know.
Man, P, you already know. Like you said, we doing so much, man. Tapping into the culture. Everything we've been doing. Shout out to Lizzie Martinez. We got the Let's Talk interview with Melissa Schumann. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's an exclusive interview. We got dropping, you know what I mean, on all platforms. We got This Week in the Culture. We got the Allegedly podcast. We got so many different shows. We just growing every day. You know what I mean? And like you said, man, that's what we want to do. You know what I'm saying? Tap into the culture, even on the radio. You know what I'm saying? Everything.
That's right. The radio show's hot.
Yeah, man.
Radio show's hot. I used to love doing radio. Love doing radio, man. You kick back, and just spin and just throwing what you want to hear or what people want to hear, and just kick back and relax, man. It's groovy. It's a nice groove.
That's what we doing, man. And like everything we doing on iHipHopTV, man, over 2 million hits plus. You know what I mean? The platform is growing. We doing so much, even with the Legacy 8. What we did with that event, tapping in on that with the 3-part series, you know what I mean? And we even had to recap, and we heard about YUNG N.A.Z shutting the show down, you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah, we heard.
Yeah, we heard about it, you know what I'm saying? So, since we address the culture, P, that's what we do, right? You know what I'm saying? We address it, you know what I'm saying? We bring it to the front door. So we had to spin the block and bring YUNG N.A.Z here, you know what I'm saying? So we can talk to him, get the scoop, you know what I'm talking about? Because we heard some things went on. He got healed and some more talk. You feel me? And
we gotta know. We gotta know because we want healed too. We want it too.
Yeah.
We want to get right too. Yeah.
So we had to bring YUNG N.A.Z through so we could talk to him, you know what I'm saying, chop it up, address the culture, because we heard he tore down the stage, and he got a legendary story, man. He doing his thing, moving, elevating in the culture. So, but where else will he come to address and talk what he's talking about? You know what I'm talking about?
Address the culture. Address the culture.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Young is family. That's fam.
Yeah, that part. So, we're going to go ahead and bring YUNG N.A.Z in, you know what I'm saying? So we can go ahead and address the culture the proper way, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
What's going on with you, man?
Oh, man, just chilling. We blessed, man. Thankful and grateful to be here with y'all. You know what I'm saying? iHipHopTV, Pstock, Big Wallll, Aladdin 19. You already know, man. We addressing the culture, man.
That's what we do.
Say that, man.
I follow you on Twitter. I see you addressing the culture on the regular. So I know what's happening. But
we're gonna keep it moving through it.
You know, we gonna get this going, man. You had the Black Bags album that was a success. You know, that came out, you know, with the smash hit Vibes that was off of that. And then you had the High Risk drop with you and T Nutty Too Stubby that dropped. You know, your family. That's hot. That thing is smoking internationally.
Yes, everywhere. And it's crazy because it's been out for a year already and it's still popping like it just dropped yesterday.
Like it's just dropped, you know. Like it just dropped. And I think it's because people were hearing it. And then once you drop the videos, then it like regenerated the whole buzz.
Right. It did.
And that was a smart move.
It revamped everything, you know, and we got the Circle video dropping January 1st, but we airing it here today on Address the Culture, man.
That's right. You know what? We got you. We got it. That thing is hot.
That's what we doing.
That thing is smoking. We got it. You know, Address the Culture, the first. You got it.
Yeah.
Circles. Young N.A.Z.
Yeah, I'm working on 3 more videos too right now. And those ones finna drop. I'm gonna do a video to Ballad. That's off the High Risk. And then we moving straight into my new album that I'm finna drop. And we got 2 songs from there that we gonna start with. And we just steady moving and grooving.
That's dope.
That's the way it go.
Now, speaking about moving and grooving, you know what I'm saying? Like, you've been doing that for a little while, you know what I'm saying? So we know the success that you've gained from the grind at this point. But just in case people who don't know your story, you know what I'm saying, and don't know your history, let's kind of take them back, you know what I'm saying? Tell us how you got started, you know, when it comes to the music and just pursuing it across the board.
Just, you know, my big bro Juice, you know what I'm saying? He was already involved in the music real heavy. You know, he was doing his thing, #1 artist in the Bay Area, you know, #1 in record stores, everything. You know, he been in it since the 80s. So he like a big brother to me. So when I got, you know, 18, I graduated from high school, I was doing music, you know what I'm saying? So he heard my music, and then from then he was like, "Little bro, I'm finna put you on." So he started bringing me around to the distributors, you know what I'm saying, and putting me on his CDs. And in the midst of that, you know, I started creating my own CDs. And my first one was The Streets Paid Me, But the Hustle Got Me Rich. That was the first one I dropped. That was like my birth certificate into the rap game. And then, you know, from then till now, you know, it's 6 CDs in stores and online with 32 CDs total altogether.
That's big.
That's dope, bro.
That's
dope.
We done did like the shows, tours, autograph signings, magazines, everything, man, you know, and we just keeping it going. You know, it don't stop, man. This forever. The grind always continue.
That's right.
That's right. I like that mentality to hustle, man. And it's safe to say that it's in the DNA, the family. You got some legendary people in your family. You know what I'm talking about? So in case people don't know, talk about your history as far as your family and how this music thing is you was kind of born to it. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, see, my uncle Lenny Williams, you know, the legend, Grammy, you know, R&B singer. He got the song "Cause I Love You," and that's been sampled by, you know, Jeezy and Drake, Jay-Z, Kanye West, Twista, Scarface and Trey Songz, you know, Jim Jones. The list goes on. It's one of the top most sampled songs besides Sting.
That's a fact.
Yeah, so, you know, Uncle Lenny, you know what I'm saying, he been involved my whole career, but he started taking me more serious in 2012 because I was always the young dude in the street. So, you know, he used to see me grind and he was like, "Man, you just got to keep going." So in 2012, I let him hear my music I was working on at that time. And he was like, "Nephew, you ready?" So then him and Ken Wilson, Belinda Wilson, Eddie Sims, and Colleen Wilson, they all got behind my music. And my first song was Already Know with me, San Quinn, and Black Sea. And that was my first song to go on TV in 2013. And then from there, you know, we just kept working. I dropped another song with me and Royce Rizzy. He actually go by the name 24 Hours now. He come up under Lil Scrappy and Jermaine Dupri. you know, and you know, he out there in Atlanta and stuff like that. So then we did the song. It's called Money, and then we put that one on TV in 2015, and also put that one on my album. It's called Cash Pharmacy. We dropped that 2016, and then 2018, me and Uncle Lenny finally got a chance to do a song of our own, and that's Vibes. And that one going up right now. You know, they got it in movies and stuff, commercials, everything. So it's doing real good. And then, you know, my other uncle, MC Hammer, you know, he also behind my music. You know, he legendary first artist to go diamond. So, you know, I kind of like follow their steps and what they do, you know, and just steady be pushing. They always tell me to keep it going. You know what I'm saying? Just don't stop.
Yeah, absolutely.
That
That's
music
dope.
history and that Bay Area history is the one. You know,
for real. Like
that's the family ran the Bay Area.
Yeah, like, you know, I come from standing in front of the corner store selling my CDs. You know what I'm saying? That's how I used to make my money. You know, and this was before I physically even had my own like special pressed up CD. And I used to have just a write on, you know, little burnt disc with my name and stuff on it. I used to be selling them for $5. People used to be buying it. They was loving it. Like, it's still people hit me up right now that still got that same CD. And that was like my very first CD. And when I dropped the Streets Paid Me, But the Hustle Got Me Rich, that was like my first physical CD to go in stores, wrapped in plastic, you know, store ready. So that's when I, you know, I was in front of the store selling those too, you know, so putting them in stores and everything, you know, so it don't stop. Now everything is digital. So now we just hitting everybody up, you know, send it to them on social media, get them to share it, you know, have them come out to the events and just really just keep the grind going. You know,
now you know what? Let's be clear. You know what I'm saying? Now we not finna act like the names you just dropped wasn't legendary. You know what I'm saying? You just said you got a joint with Lenny Williams, Mr. Girl, you know I love you himself. You feel me? And then you said, you know, my other uncle, you know, MC Hammer, you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about, you know, Mr. Can't Touch This himself, you feel me? Like, like those are legendary names, man, you know what I'm saying? And like just being in them type of men's presence alone is priceless. I know you in the Bay Area with 40, like you around legendary people, so just being around those type of legends, what game you picked up and knowledge that you picked up that has carried you through your career, man?
It's really the hustle, you know, because just watching them do what they do, they steady going. Like they got something every day. Like Uncle Lenny, he booked about 3 times a week, 30,000, 40,000 people. He rocking the crowd. And he's 76 right now. And he'll tell you, you know, he's been in the music for 56 years and he's been paid for 51 years. So it took him 5 years to physically start getting paid. But, you know, back then it was different, you know, and also, you know, Uncle Lenny, you know, he was one of the people right there at the table with, you know, with Huey P. Newton, you know, creating the Black Panthers and stuff. So, you
man, address the culture, man.
Yeah, he come from that. And, you know, just you know, watching him, MC Hammer, E40, Too Short, Juice, you know, just all of them. It's the hustle. Like, you know, ain't nothing just gonna come to us. We gotta steady go after it. So we just gotta keep, you know, plotting, planning, and strategizing, and just keep it going. You know, it don't stop. You know, until you know we 6 feet under. That's even then, it's still gonna go. It's timeless. So that's all we gotta do is just keep it going every day, get better and better.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah, that's huge. That's huge. You know, and I know the hustle, you know, that you come with, you know, so and that's the way we conduct everything. Everything is a hustle. So we understand that aspect very well.
Right.
And Big Wallll has an artist himself and everything. He knows and understands that too. So
100%.
everything you saying is definitely needed to be heard.
Yeah.
People out there, you know.
Y'all been doing it just as long as I've been, especially you, Pstock. You come from up under, Philadelphia Freeway and all of them.
Yeah.
You know?
Legendary.
Yeah.
Legendary. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all done been in it just as long as I've been in it. So I learned from y'all. You know, for real. I watch what y'all do, address the culture. We got Freestyle Fridays, all of that, So it just shows, when you put the grind in and the time, you get the success. That's that's all we got to keep doing.
That's right. And that's big. We appreciate, that iHipHop, address the culture, always a place for you to come home and definitely address the culture.
Yeah,
100%.
Definitely address the culture. We definitely have it. Now, in lieu of everything else that you're doing, we understand that on December the 4th, you made an appearance at the legendary Legacy 8 in San Carlos.
Right there. That was monumental.
Yeah, monumental. It was historic. Take us through that. Let us know, what went down and your whole reaction to. There was 18 grandmasters and masters there.
Yeah,
for real.
More than that, probably, but 18 advertised.
Yeah, it was big. When I got there, it was a lot of love. I'm saying everybody, was supporting my music, taking pictures. People didn't already stream the albums and watch the videos on the site on the iHipHopTV. So it was big, and just to be in that presence of all of those people, it was, I was grateful and thankful for that, because the event wasn't specifically for rapping. It was for, just the grandmasters and, just showing, the FMA and, all of the kickboxing and martial arts. And Brother Sultan was like, man, we finna make it into a rap show just for you. So I showed up. And it was big, man, and they had about 3 cameras going. It was smooth, man.
Yeah.
It's going to get broadcasted everywhere. So
everywhere. You going to be everywhere. That was an international event, baby.
Global activity. You know what I'm talking about?
Man, that was
smart.
That was tight.
You international N.A.Z. now, baby.
Yeah,
you know what I'm talking about?
Just like that, man. That just brings us back from what we were saying with the hustle. What I'm saying? Like, man, sometimes you gotta just show up. You know what I'm saying, and do what you gotta do. And it goes from there. Every opportunity leads to the next opportunity. So that's how I take it every day. Like I treat every day like it's my first time doing this. When I go in the studio, like the first time I drop my first song, and first CD, and first show, I just keep it going. And my thing is to get better every time. And that's what I strive for, to be better than I was yesterday. And man, it was good. Like, man, I got the shirt, I'm saying? I'm planning on putting it in a frame. That was monumental, just to be a part of that. One of the guys took a picture with me, sent it to his son, and his son was like, man, you there with YUNG N.A.Z, man, you doing it big. He was happy to see that, man. That made me feel
dope.
good, man, for real.
That's dope.
And that's what we doing, with Address the Culture and iHipHop, we're bringing it all together, that FMA, the MMA, UFC, because it's a huge community. They engage in hip hop and rap music and workouts and their normal lives, and their children do. Like you said, the kids, the sons know. So it's big. So it's like a fitting place, to basically take it back. Wu-Tang, basically put it on the map, but that's where it's been, and with hip hop and martial arts.
So, Brother Sultan, he'd been in Mortal Kombat, all of that. So
100%.
That's big business right there.
Video games,
Best player on the game. Like, I don't play video games, but anybody that play Mortal Kombat, Noob Soyba is the best player on the game. That's Brother Sultan.
That's something.
That just goes to show his skills, and like I said, just being a part of all of that, it was big, and I'm appreciative for that. I even got a massage. They fix my legs and stuff, you know, because I played sports, you know, basically all my life.
Yeah.
And, you know, I got a few injuries and stuff, but, you know, we just keep it going. But one of the grandmasters, he was able to see that my hips wasn't even. So he had his daughter give me a massage, and she brought me back, you know, and that was tight, you know, because
that was Bradford.
Yeah,
Bradford.
I ain't never physically got a massage before in my life like that. And it was cool, you know. I felt a little taller actually after, you know. Yeah. And he gave me a shot too of the TAC wine. Yeah, or alcohol or whatever, moonshine or whatever.
Oh yeah.
I took that shot, smoked a few blunts. I was on all day.
All day.
What you say? You straightened up your spine a little bit, huh?
Yeah,
you know
for real. That was cool. You know, and you know, like I said, it was a lot of love in there, man. And man, I'm ready for the next event. You know, just let me know. I'm there for sure,
Yeah. Legacy 9 is coming. Legacy 9, you know, and a big shout out to Grandmaster Darren Tabone for organizing it and put it together. We're glad we can help, you know, and definitely, you know, hit us up. You know, we here. You know where to find us.
And then
you know where to find us.
Because when Brother Sultan introduced me to him, you know, I had on a sweater and I had on a Warriors hat. But in the Warriors hat, it had like the tribal stuff on it in my shirt, and my sweater had the tribal stuff. And he was like, man, I love that hat. And later, like when I was there, I didn't really trip because like what I was wearing wasn't even playing. Plus, my brother Rob, he had on the Tahitian tribe shirt for the weed strand that he just dropped. And I had on that hat. So when we was riding back, I looked at my hat. I was like, man, this is why he liked it. I thought it was because of the Warriors. But it was because of the tribal stuff that was on it.
Yeah.
You know, and that was tight right there, man. It was like everything came together. It was crazy. It was God. You know, God made all of that happen for me. And like I said, I'm forever thankful and grateful for real.
Yeah.
Legacy 9 is coming.
To bring them on, you know what I'm saying? And we talked to a lot of the grandmasters ourselves, and we really got a full understanding of how territorial, how tribal they are. You know what I'm saying? How they're big on history, and now they're trying to spread the knowledge to keep it going. You know what I mean? And we was able to tie in hip hop with the FMA. So you coming through and doing that, it was just amazing. You know what I'm saying? Because you've already had history on iHipHopTV and us doing that, and then you performing it, man. It just made it full circle. You know what I mean? So it was super dope, bro. Super dope that you was able to experience that.
It was like I've never, you know, been a part of something like that. So that was tight.
Yeah.
Like, you know, and I'm ready for the next one. He said Legacy 9. I'm
Legacy 9.
For sure, man. I'm
Legacy
there.
9.
That's guaranteed. You know.
Yeah, that's guaranteed. You know.
So it was cool.
That's good. Good people. It's fun. You know, and hey, I know you felt safe. I know you feel safe as ever.
Everybody in there was lethal weapons.
That's a fact.
I know you felt safe.
They kick somebody ass quick, man. So
I
wasn't about nothing.
No, nobody want no smoke. Like that's the wrong room to have some problems in. Like
the wrong room.
That's the wrong room.
The wrong room.
Like almost probably like 100 people there, and like you said, everybody in there, man, is lethal, man. They whoop somebody ass quick with just their hands, not even using no guns. They had the knives and everything. They was doing all of that stuff, man. I was like, man, I'm trying to learn shit.
Me too.
You know what I'm saying, learn some martial arts. You know, I know how to street fight and all of that, but you know what I'm saying, I don't know no martial arts.
Expand repertoire, right?
Yeah, we need to get real technical. You know what I'm talking about?
I'm finna take a lesson. I'm gonna be in there for sure. It's a good workout too, you know. So
100%.
I try to stay on my health, you know, keep myself right. So that'll be cool for me. You know, I'm gonna let Brother Sultan put all that together. Because even when we had the meeting, I want to say 2017, he said in the meeting that he was gonna teach us. So you know, I'm ready for sure.
Oh yeah, he gave. I've been instructed by Brother Sultan a little. He gave us some pointers and tips when he came to New York. you know. So we was up there getting it, you know.
You and Ron, his understudies, you know. So, man, y'all right there, man. Like that's monumental to learn that, man, for real.
Yeah.
You know?
And you know, I spent time in the Philippines in the mid and late 80s. And that's where, you know, I grew up with martial arts because I had older cousins and stuff that came back from Vietnam and we was in the martial arts, Kung Fu theater. So we was taking karate and everything and Bruce Lee at the height. So we got into it, you know, and it was a part of our culture growing up. I think everybody that, you know, that I grew up with in our bricks, you know, we was getting into it, you know, pretty heavy.
Yeah, isn't Bruce Lee? He from Oakland, right?
Bruce Lee, that's where when he came from China, that's where he settled in the Bay Area.
Yeah, and that's crazy. They just posted a picture of him. I think it was like in the 90s. Not the year, but the place he was at in Oakland was like the 90s. And it was crazy to see Bruce Lee sitting there on them steps, man. Like
Guru Dan put Bruce Lee on. Man, you know, and for our viewers, if you go back and look at the Legacy 8 interviews, you know, a lot of that comes up because, and you probably met her. I don't know if you met her, Grandmaster Graciela Casillas.
I did. I met everybody, all of the Grandmasters. I met the whole event. You know what I'm saying? Took pictures, shook hands. Man, it was cool.
That's who she studied with because Guru Dan introduced Bruce Lee to the nunchucks, the sticks, and all that stuff.
That's crazy.
You know, so that's what Bruce Lee got introduced to that at. And that was Graciella's thing. Graciela fought blood sport and stuff for real. She was 35-0. She ain't lose to nobody.
Man, hey, 35-0, man, that go a long way. That's Mayweather numbers right there.
That's Mayweather numbers out there, right?
Yeah, legendary.
Right, that's Mayweather, and she's still doing it. She got her own students, and you know, I respect that. They always keep training and they keep growing. And
brother, sister Monica, she with the business too. You know, she'll whoop somebody's ass quick.
Yeah. They do not play. They do not play.
Well, speaking about not playing, we're gonna pay some bills. We're gonna take us a little break. You know what I mean? And we'll be right back with Young A.Z. You know what I'm talking about, to do his thing and finish to dress the culture. You already know.
That's right.
We're dressing the culture, man. iHipHopTV, man.
We'll be right back.
Hey everyone, it's Lizette Martinez here. Guess what? I have a new show, Let's Talk, on the Address the Culture Network.
Dressing the culture. I'm addressing the culture, huh? Addressing the culture. I'm addressing the culture, huh? Addressing the culture.
I'm an author. My name is Lizette Martinez. I wrote Bingo #9, How to Survive Our County. My book is available on Amazon and also Barnes & Noble. Check it out. We'll be bringing you great content, exclusive interviews, and a view into my world. Be sure to tune in. Check out my boy, Big Wallll, on Address the Culture.
We're back.
You know, we are back.
Here it is.
This is my first CD right here.
Oh, man.
CD.
That's it, man. The streets paid me, but the hustle got me rich. You see, it's wrapped in plastic, everything, barcoded. You know, man. This right here, this is my birth certificate to the rap game and what made it possible for me to be who I am today. And you see it on there. It say NASCAR Cash ENT and Bullies with Fullies, Get Paid Music Group. That's who presented this album. And you know, I'm forever be grateful for this because you know, me being a hustler and being around everybody, you know, and my big brother Juice taking me, you know, to the distributors and all the plugs. This cover was done by Photo Doctor. Photo Doctor is the guy that do all E40 graphics, Tech 9, Too Short, everybody you could think of. Photo Doctor then did that graphics. And this is a Photo Doctor graphics, and they also are the ones that created the NASCAR Cash Entertainment stamp. So, you know, it's real monumental. I'm forever grateful for this. I signed my first autograph with this CD right here. You know, from then till now, you know, we got 6 solo CDs and 32 CDs total, and I got the 7th one getting ready to drop. But this one right here is the only one that I done pressed up like this of my own.
Right.
You know, because
it hit different. It hit different when you got that hard copy. Man, like I get it, artist to artist, like it's nothing like it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because when I got involved, it was
business card.
It was like the last little bit of in stores because everything was going digital. You know, by the time, you know, I dropped the Cash Pharmacy, it was all digital. You know, and this right here, like I still got about 200 of these. You know, I don't be selling them, I just keep them. You know what I'm saying? And I look at it and, you know, just be like, man, this where I come from right here. This is what made YUNG N.A.Z. right here. 2008. This dropped in 2010. That's when this came out. So it took me 2 years to have my physical own CD. Now I had another CD out, but that was a collaboration I did with Juice. So this one right here, this was my birth certificate letting the world know. Yeah, and this was sold everywhere. You know what I'm saying? In other states, everything, all, you know, legitimately. You know, you was able to walk into the store and go to my section. And like I said, I'm forever grateful for this right here. You know, because without this, it wouldn't be no YUNG N.A.Z. I wouldn't be here right now. You know, so I'm grateful. And I just had to show this to y'all real quick. You know?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man.
That's nostalgic. Nostalgic. That's big. That's big. You know, and the Black Bags, and then Chess and Monopoly was a successful song that you dropped.
The Chess and Monopoly was my first song and video to do over 1 million views on YouTube.
How did that feel? Now, cause we know it's certain things when it come to being artists, like those little checks, you know what I'm saying, off the list. You know, hearing your music on the radio for the first time, performing in front of a big stage. You know what I'm saying? It's certain things that you do. It's like, I did that just on some artist stuff. So when you was able to get 1 million hits off of your own original content, man, how did that feel?
It felt good, you know, like I looked at it like, man, I could do this. And it just made me want to do more. But, you know, like, you know, to do millions of views and stuff, you got to invest into your work. So that's all it was, you know, and I'm trying to hit 1 million again. You know, my last video, Energy hit like almost 200,000, and the Ain't No Fun got almost like 60,000, and it's going up. You know, you just gotta just keep promoting it, you know, and just steady be on it, you know, and that's how that went, and it was cool because that was like one of my like first big videos to get to the next step. You know, because I always been the one in people videos like Jay Stalin and Juice and, you know, a lot of other artists. You know, I was always the one just in their videos. So I started doing my own videos, and that one was like my very first like professional one. Like I had the white background, you know, I had the chicks in there, you know, we in there throwing money, you know, it was lit. Bottles. And actually, too, the bottles that we're using was E40 liquor. That's when E40 dropped his liquor. And it was monumental because, you know, I was able to put that in there for him, and he appreciated that.
That's dope.
And, you know, I was able to show him like, man, I'm ready. I'm ready to make it happen. And you know, we actually got a song too for my new album. You know, that's getting ready to drop. You know, I got him on there. I'm gonna try to even get MC Hammer on there, get Unk to, you know, spit a few bars.
Man, you might as well. You might as well.
Yeah, I'm
That's
gonna
legendary.
about it. Yeah, I'm gonna talk to him about it. It's all in the works right now.
Hammer still got the following.
Oh yeah, for sure. You know,
for sure.
Man, Unk, man, when it comes to music, he's forever legendary. He was the first artist to go diamond.
Yeah,
first
100%.
artist on Death Row.
Yeah.
You know, it was him and Vanilla Ice. Then they got Snoop Dogg, and then they got Tupac, and then, you know, the rest of the people. But and then Harry O just came home too, you know. So he involved. You know, Lydia Hare, she involved. You know, so sometimes I feel like I'm one of the new Death Row artists.
Yeah, bring the row back. You know what I'm talking about?
For real.
Yeah.
The new Death Row, right? The new Death Row.
Yeah.
Without this stuff. Yeah.
At Def Jam, so you know, it's gonna be, you know, a cool thing, you know, him being there. So we'd be able to get some of them opportunities from over there, because, you know, Snoop rocking with me, you know, and Big Percy, he in the video, the Ain't No Fun, he in there. Like that whole scene was green lighted and planned by Big Percy and Snoop Dogg. And I was, you know, grateful for them to let me shoot, you know, my video in there, because, you know, everybody that was there was like all top celebrity people. And it was a private event, and everybody couldn't even be there. So it's like to be able to shoot my video there with all of them people, man. And then everybody supported it too. They all got in it like it was their video.
Yeah.
Right? Man.
I seen Afro Man.
Yeah, Afro Man in there, Young Fly, Big Percy, Sebo. Man, it was a lot. Even Trinidad James was there. He kind of pulled up at the end when we was done shooting, because we shot everything quick. It was probably only like an hour, 2 hours of us filming, because we didn't want to take up the whole event, but we was able to capture the whole scene real quick, and it was cool, man. And even Smokey Robinson was there. You know,
that's huge.
Like everybody in LA, you know, that's like big time. They was all there, man. That be playing golf. They was all out there. So for them to be able to see, you know, my work and what's going on, it was cool, man. Like that's history right there.
That's dope, man. That's super legendary, man. You know, like being around all these influential people. You know what I mean? And they all accepting what you do on another level. Now, for those who might have been living under a rock and they haven't heard your music, you know what I'm saying? And they wanted to know what type of music that you make. How would you describe your music to somebody who haven't heard it?
I just make real life music. You know, everything I'm talking about is lively experiences, and, you know, what we go through, you know, what we see, what we live, you know, where we trying to get to. You know, it's all, you know, from the heart and soul, you know. And like, even when I did the Energy song, that was just my way of showing the world, like, I can make other type of music than just street music. Because I've always, you know, been the artist, you know, from the beginning of my career. I always been like, it's been a stigma on me of me being too street, or, you know, I'm a gangster, or, you know, I'm too involved. You feel me? All I make is gang banging music. So when I got the Energy record, it was like, okay, this is my time to showcase that I could do more than just that. Because people don't know I'm a licensed writer, publisher, influencer, you know, artist, CEO, you know, all of that stuff. So I'm a man that wear many hats. And when it comes to music, I could rap over anything, you know. Like, I come from sitting in the car for hours. Me and my partners, we freestyling over every beat that come on.
That was culture.
Yeah, that's how I started and taught myself how to rap. You know, and like I said, when I got that Energy record, I was like, man, this right here, this like that Drake type of feel right here. So I was like, man, I'm finna go on there. I'm even on there singing. There's people think that I sing. I don't even sing.
That's just what I seen today, though. You know what I'm talking about?
You know, but the videos are fun. The music is fun. Off of Black Bags, off of the High Risk, the Bag Today is hot too. I mean, that record is is man, and that got a lot of play. I seen that popping up on chicks' videos.
Yeah, they all in Chicago doing the drill dancing. See, we call it turf dancing out here in the Bay, but on the East Coast they call it drill dancing. You know what I'm saying? So they didn't made dance routines to it. Shout out to Miko and Ant. They made that happen for me. And the turf dancers support me too out here. The turf fiends. My people Ice Cold. That's my people Gary and Frenchie. They all part of the turf fiends. And the Jabberwockies. All of them. They all do the like the pop locking, turf dancing.
Yeah.
So I got a song on my new album, and it's like the beat is specifically for that. So I'm hoping when I drop that, we do the video, everybody come out and support me. And, it's appreciated by the people, and they creating TikTok dances, doing all of that, so it's a cool thing.
Yeah. That's dope, man. The Yang area always got its own vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like it's different, man. Now I know you rep hard, you know what I'm saying? So tell me how important it is for you to rep your city, your area, and put and further add to the legendary staple of the Yang area.
Yeah, see, like coming from where I'm from, Hunters Point, San Francisco, we on the bottom. It's the southeast side of San Francisco. People really don't be knowing about us. Like when they look at San Francisco, they look kind of like at Fillmore and downtown, the avenues and stuff like that. So we coming from Hunters Point, and like I said, we the hardest in the city, like this right here, we're the hard, like people don't even come over here. You know what I'm saying? So me being an artist, the people before me was RBL Posse and Herm Lewis, which is, them is my family members. And, they paved the way for me, and my people, Ron Newton, what I'm saying? All of them, and they was actually supposed to be, the Neutrons was supposed to be the new Jackson 5. They was over there at Motown, Jay Valentine's the lead singer. And it was, just like I said, coming from where I come from, people don't make it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so me being an artist to actually be able to make it, it's all a blessing. Cause like I didn't watch, a lot of people start doing music and stop doing music. I done seen people at the top that didn't, go to the bottom, so it's just staying at it and just steady going, and out here is the independent grind. Everybody independent, because the record labels, they look at us, people, steal little things from us, mimic what we do. They take it and put their little sauce on it and try to claim it. But it's like out here, we ain't into working for pennies, or having a person control us or tell us what we can and can't do. So that's where the independent game came in at. And E40, he one of the meccas of that. Master P, before Master P was in Louisiana, he was out here, in the Bay Area. He'd tell you in his interviews, Herm Lewis, was one of the people, showed him how to go about it, and St. Charles, that's E40 uncle. He also somebody that's involved in my music career. You know what I'm saying? And these are people that been involved for a long time that have seen, people go from starting to being, Mount Westmore or Rushmore, you know what I'm saying? So, and like I was saying, man, just coming from, the Bay Area, San Francisco, we just got to make our own way. So me knowing that and knowing that I got to, keep it going, you know what I'm saying? It's just been, a real monumental thing.
That's big.
Yeah.
That's big. That's big.
That's dope, bro. That's dope.
So at this time, we talking about it and everything. We gonna run the new video now. Now let the viewers give the viewers something for the video. Set it up for them.
Yeah. So we finna get into my video circle that released on the networks and stuff like that on January 1st. We starting the year off with that. But we airing it right here on Address the Culture first. You know what I'm saying? On iHipHopTV. And it's real big, man. We did this in LA, you know what I'm saying? And Shout out to Chase Lee and Wob and Real Goats. They put this together for me, and I'm thankful, man. And you know, it's a good video, man. It got that turned up feel, man. Shout out to the MVS models. You know, they all in there doing their thing, looking good for me. And you know, it's a good thing, man. You know, it's turned up, man. Circle with me, Digital Top Hat, and T Fly. Yep.
T Fly. All right, let's get into this. We're going to check it out.
Yep.
Young N.A.Z.
Yep.
Circles, everybody.
Circles.
World premiere right here.
Right
World
here.
premiere.
Exclusive.
World premiere video right here.
Yeah.
Right here. Let's go.
Yep.
Twerking with her tongue out, I make her. I make her. Look back at it, it don't hurt. Any girl, put in work. Any girl, put in work. Your girl too friendly. My honey got a rude attitude, yeah. If any bending over, you know that I made her.
Thrown in a circle, frames like Urkel. South Carolina, the beach was Myrtle. Myrtle Beach got a whole lot of cheeks, and Miami got a whole lot of freaks. I could go for a week each year in the spring, and I really be the flyest white guy on South Beach. I just wanna eat the peach from the back while you clap, go and throw 'em in a circle and sit it on my laptop. Hat on the track, T flying on the hook. When she threw that ass back, made the whole bar look. The whole car shook when I beat it from the back. She Panamanian, dark skin, lot of ass. White girls I pass, I need a brown skin mommy that will let me fold her up like origami. Seat it on me all night, put that cake on my plate, and I'll be sure to take a bite when you throw 'em in a circle.
Look back at it, it don't hurt. Any girl, put in work. Any girl, put in work. Your girl too friendly. My honey got a rude attitude, yeah. If any bending over, you know that I made her.
Gonna throw it back like 400 degrees. Make that ass clap, show it ain't make believe. Nice styles for sale, like even that shot's cool. Or that fat transfer, baby, whatever you do. She was swinging back and forth like a gymnast on her go-go, twerking on the ceiling. I was in the building with clouds of that loud pack. Look, I'm an international player like 3 stacks. Bad bitches as different races, it's a whole oasis. She poking it out and circling this bitch amazing. I give her that thing long, yeah, that long pipe. I'm just her type, on her hazel eyes and on sight. She got hella ass, this bitch is my teacher in school, I wouldn't have missed class. She too bad on Instagram, white toes and her hair purple. She like her chest to her knees, waist squeeze while she throw it in a circle.
Look back at it, it don't hurt. Any girl, put in work. Any girl, put in work. Your girl too friendly. My honey got a rude attitude, yeah. If any bending over, you know that I made her. I make her. Throwing in a circle.
And we are back, you know what I'm saying, from
Yes, we are.
seeing
Circles.
the exclusive video from Circles, you know what I'm saying, from that boy N.A.Z. You know what I'm talking about? Super, super dope video, man. Now tell us a little bit about the video, and man, what made you want to come like that, bro?
Yeah, it was like, you know, the song came about first off, you feel me, with Digital Top Hat, him and T Fly. They had already had the song put together. So Digital Top Hat hit me up like, man, I want you to get on this song. So he sent it to me and I heard it. I was like, man, this shit tight as hell. So I put my verse on it. And then I was waiting for him to put it out on his album. But, you know, he ain't moving too strong like how I'm moving. So I was like, man, I'll put it on my CD. Let's put it out. So I put it on my CD and, man, it went up from there. And then my people in LA, Chase Lee, you know, he heard the album. He been supporting me for a while. So he was like, man, I want to do 3 videos for you. So he flew me out there to LA, put me in a mansion in the Hollywood Hills. You know what I'm saying? I had that. I actually had 2 mansions. I had 2 mansions, a boat, which was basically like a yacht. I had models. We had art studio. Like I was actually the first artist to have an NFT. People don't even know that. If you watch the Energy video, the artwork of me, that was the very first NFT made.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And now everybody's doing NFTs, and you know it's a big thing, you know. And when it comes to Bitcoin, we got Bitcoin ATM machines. We got a Bitcoin ATM machine business. You know, so when it comes to that cryptocurrency, we heavy involved. So that's how that came about, you know. And then we did the artwork, and I'm actually selling it for $1 million right now.
Wow.
Yeah, right now, whoever wanted, they could buy it for $1 million, man. It's the painting that's in the video, and it's from a real picture. And the picture is from my video Already Know with me, San Quinn, and Black Sea. And then the motorcycle I'm on, that's my dad's motorcycle. And that motorcycle is signed by Barry Bonds, Willie Mays, all of them. So when the Giants go to the World Series, my dad bring that bike out to the stadium, you know, pack bill, and they have him on ESPN Sports and Yahoo Sports, all of that stuff. People be taking pictures and everything. It's a monumental antique. That thing worth about $300,000. You know what I'm saying? And the paint job on that bike, man, it ain't like your regular candy, man. Like that bike in the sun for years and it ain't fading.
Yeah.
Even when it ain't clean, it's still shining. And everything is custom, from the wheels to the handlebars to the frame to the paint, everything. Nothing on that bike is stock. You know, and you know, shout out to my dad in Kings of Cali. We the biggest motorcycle club in the business. We over 600 members, about like 6 chapters. You know, we just did a toy drive for the kids, you know, this past weekend. And you know, it's big, man. You know what I'm saying?
That's huge.
So it was a scene from that video, which is the picture of me sitting on that bike. And the artist, you know what I'm saying, he took that and created a whole portrait of it. And now it's an NFT. You know?
Wow.
That's dope.
That is dope.
That is, man. That's super dope, bro. I like the energy.
Yeah, the energy is strong. Now I follow you, and I know you like jewelry. You know, jewelry is one of your things right there.
Yeah,
right?
It's the new piece right here.
Yeah,
a licensed jewelry store. You know, shout out to Damani Jewelers. You know, my people Lou and Christian. You know, they're the ones that run that. And I'm just one of the artists that's involved. You know, they like family. So we all came together, and that's how this came about. And now we got all jewelry. We got everything you can name, from Richard Millie's, everything, man. APs, Rolexes. This is this thing right here is 900 VS1 diamonds in solid yellow gold, 2.5 by 2.5, and 2 layers. And this is just one of my pieces. I got another one getting made right now, and I got my grill getting made too. You know,
tis the season. You finna go crazy, huh?
Oh yeah. You know, I got it all on right now.
There it is.
It's a Tuesday. It's light. You know what I'm talking about?
Hey, look, they say, man, like when Big Sean said on that song, Pure Souls, he said, back before the change, we was nameless.
Yeah.
So, you know, right, like how we were saying on the to-do list.
Yeah.
It always been on my to-do list to have a chain with my name on it. Yeah. So it was like, you know, people would go sign a deal just to get a chain and, you know, do all them type of things. I was able to do it independently with my own money, own company, everything. It got my company on the back, you know what I'm saying? And it's big, you know what I'm saying? I rock the Jesus with it. You know, I keep Jesus with everything I do because this is a blessing. You know, so
absolutely.
It's all good. But we just getting started, man. Like, man, we got bust down. Everything on the market, we have it. And we had trade shows. You know, our suppliers, you know, they're the same people supplying, you know, Ice Champ, TV Johnny, Tracks NYC, and, you know, the the Kardashians, all of that stuff they be wearing, and people like that comes from our same supplier. They got these same diamonds that I got on my neck.
Yeah, you're a man of many hats, man.
Talk about networking.
Talk about your weed strain a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You're doing a whole lot, man. Let the people know how that's going and what makes you get to that.
Yeah, so the weed strain, I'm gonna have my packaging by next week, and we got probably 6 cannabis clubs so far that we starting with, and we have a full facility, all licensed, all indoor. Shout out to Roots and Buzz and KUSH Life. You know, they've been around for over 10 years. you know, and my strand is called NASCAR Gelati, and it's exotic. Yeah, wow. You know, I got the color.
I see what type of tie you on, man.
Yeah,
Always been the guy. Always been the guy in the streets with the dro.
Yeah.
So, you know, now that everything is legal,
it's legal.
They got
I'm too legit to quit. Whatever
they
say
facilities, everything like that. But see, everybody be growing, but not everybody's stuff is manufactured and tested legally. So I was able to get mine manufactured, tested, grown, everything licensed from the seed to the flower. Wow. And you know, we getting ready to drop that, and that got merch that come with it. We got the YUNG N.A.Z merch and KUSH Life. It's a collaboration all the way around, and that's going in stores and stuff. And then the strand is also going, you know, all around the world, man. Like everything, like this right here. This is just a start for me to be, you know, like the next cookie brand, next burner, you know, things like that, you know. So I'm thankful and grateful because I'm a part of Cookie family also, you know, with burners. So that's some of the clubs that my stuff gonna be in, like all of the cookie stores is going in there, you know. And right now we starting with 1,000 Ace. That's what we starting with right now.
1,000 Ace.
Yeah, 1,000 Ace, and that's the packaging that's coming. And then we got like the big packaging for the pounds and stuff like that. And but when we sending it to the stores, you know, it's in Ace. You know what I'm saying? Everything is in Ace.
Absolutely.
And then we got Exhibit involved too. You know, Exhibit, he got the napalm. So we doing a YUNG N.A.Z, KUSH Life, and napalm collaboration. Then we got Cuzzo Fly and Yuck Mouth with the Cuzzo Fly cookies, and then the Cool Lotto. And you know, we just keeping it going, man. Even Snoop, man, he's involved. You know, he was one of the first people involved with KUSH Life, you know. So it's like I said, everything is a blessing, man. And I'm thankful and grateful, especially to have my own strand. I'm gonna give y'all some too, some samples. And man, it's big, man. And I ain't gonna lie, man, this strand is loud, exotic, everything you gonna want, man. Color, everything, man.
Yeah.
And we hitting the ground running next week. The packaging just went in yesterday. They just sent the final mock-ups and starting the printing. So everything will be done, you know, by next week. If not by next week, right after Christmas. And 2020 is going to be a good year, man. We're going to have that. We got I got skateboards, hats, beanies, sweatsuits, socks, everything you can name with merch, even weed trays, grinders, all of that. We got all of that. And we're going on a tour. We're going to be in Japan and overseas. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be all through the United States. And it's just
take a lot of merch with you. Take a lot of merch, especially going to Japan.
Man, we got unlimited merch, unlimited dro, unlimited everything.
Dro, now Japan, watch the dro over there. I don't know. When I was over there to Japan, they don't play. But the merch, the sweatsuits, the hats, and
we got it.
That stuff a go. I mean, it goes.
I actually got some of the stuff coming in the mail. It should be here by tomorrow, Saturday, because my people just put it out yesterday. So, you know, I'll be able to, y'all gonna see it on social media and stuff, you know, all of the stuff they just send me. But this is just the start, you know, because I got the actual stuff with my name on it too, with the KUSH Life. That's what's getting made right now. So that should be done in probably about like 2 weeks. Already picked out all of the fabric, all of the designs, everything like that. Like I said, I got skateboards, weed grinders, weed trays. Man, the sky ain't even the limit, man. Like, it's so much stuff. It's like YUNG N.A.Z. What do you want, man? I'm just this. You know what I'm saying?
You want it all,
real. But the main thing is the strength. That's the main thing of it all and the base of it all. And that is gonna take me, you know, real far. Plus, it's lucrative. You know what I'm saying? Because cannabis clubs, you know, they're making billions of dollars, you know.
100%.
So to be able to have something in there and I'm getting a legitimate check and it's for dro, that's a dream come true being a street nigga.
Oh man, shit.
Yeah,
right. Hey, that's
Right.
super dope, man. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Go from illegal to legal in one swoop.
Exactly.
You know what I'm talking about? Like,
Exactly.
I can dig it, bro. Yeah, we definitely want to try it out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you know,
Yeah, too.
we need in on that. We need our own
for
address
sure.
the culture strain. You know
I
what I'm
got
talking
you.
about?
Got you.
Like,
That's for sure. We can do all of that. That's guaranteed. Because remember, all of the weed events that be going on in the Bay Area, LA, you know, just all around the world, all of the hemp cons and all of that, that's all sponsored through us. Go
yeah,
There Magazine. That's who
Oh yeah,
started
go
all that.
there.
Yeah, Go
Yeah.
There Magazine. That's who started that. And it's, you know, the cannabis world from then till now, it done got more and more bigger. And now it's expanding because all of these places is becoming legal. So us being, you know, at the forefront of it all, you know, it's a good thing. Like even Jay-Z is involved. You know, he's involved
absolutely.
with the Canna brand, and the Canna brand is behind what I got going on. You know what I'm saying? Like Jay-Z sitting at the round table, you know what I'm saying, with my people, Nathan, that's his business partner. And Nathan is also the owner of Collateral Damage with Tom Cruise and Jamie Foxx, the movie. And you know, he out there in Venice Beach. He got the Green Goddess Cannabis Club. And you know, it's so many things going on and people involved. You know, like I said, everything is a blessing, and I'm thankful and grateful to be able to live out my dream. And you know, like I said, create generational wealth. You know, open the doors for the next person coming in. You know, because that's what it's all about. It's about reach one, teach one, and you know, giving a person an opportunity. You know, because that's all
Just the
anybody
culture.
needs. Yeah, that's all anybody needs is the opportunity, man. And like y'all said, y'all want a strand, it's good. We'd make it happen. You know what I'm saying? After this interview shit, we could get on the phone, my people Chase, he'll handle it all, man. And it's all licensed, all contracted out, and you will be receiving a physical check, you know, from the cannabis clubs once it's sold.
Wow.
Yeah.
Tax,
We
tax
definitely
everything.
need in on that. We definitely need
definitely.
So we gonna put some stuff together. You know what I'm
It's
talking about?
good.
Yeah.
That's for sure. That's for sure. That ain't nothing but a phone call away, man. Like I said, I'm in control of the whole facility, man. And the facility is just as big as Walmart.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
That type of time.
we got so much dro, man. It's crazy, man. The object is to put a name on it and run through it.
Yeah.
You know, that's the whole thing, man.
Yeah, we're in.
Yeah, we're in. So, you know what I'm saying? Now, look, man. We don't want to hold you too much longer, bro. We want to thank you for coming through, man. Telling us your story, giving us your energy, man. It's amazing, bro. We want you to. You already know you at home, so we definitely gonna have to spin the block and how you come back. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna put some stuff together, bro. You know what I'm saying? Even on the music side, man. We working. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, you know, I got the Empire deal for my company, NASCAR Cash Entertainment. I get 80 to 100% of everything I do off music.
Yeah.
And it's 80 when I distribute my music through Empire. Anything else I do is 100%. I don't have no restrictions. And I also have Universal involved, Sony, and BMG. So like we got everything, man. Like when it comes to it, like all we got to do is create the product and put it out. Like
sound like a plan.
Yeah, like Master P say, man, he got where he at just from having product. He said, man, even though I may not have sold a lot, but I had product.
Yeah.
Just having that product, it'll get you far, man, because you just never know what tomorrow may bring, man. You may have 0 sales today and tomorrow got 1 million sales, man, because that's how I went with that 1 million views, man. Like I went from having just thousands of views, waking up next day, I wouldn't say like right after that, but next time, 1 million views. You know what I'm saying? And it was crazy, man. And it did just show you like, man, anything you want in life is right there, man. It's at arm's reach. We just got to go out there and get it, man. That's it.
Yeah.
Gotta get it. Gotta get it.
100%, bro.
And I own all my masters too. I own all my masters, all my music, even the song that I did with Uncle Lenny. I wrote that verse that he's singing on there.
Hey, say that for the people in the background. You own your own music.
Yeah,
you know what I'm talking about?
Everything I do is all through me, man. NASCAR Cash Entertainment. And like I said, man, I get 80 to 100%, and it's a blessing. You know what I'm saying? And
100%.
I haven't gotten like no plaques and none of that yet, but it's on the way. It's on the way.
Yeah.
You know, I just gotta keep investing. You know, like they say, man, it'd take $1 million for that. So I've only invested, you know, a little over 100,000, you know, just into myself, and we just gotta just keep it going, man. Just keep it
Oh
going.
man, it's one of them things, them notches off that to-do list, man. I was fortunate enough to give me a plaque. You know what I'm saying? I saw 100,000 streams on Spotify, so they sent me out a plaque. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's one of them things. You know what I'm saying?
That'll be a nice.
Yeah, I didn't got the 100,000 of streams. I didn't did that.
Yeah,
but I ain't gonna lie, they didn't send me a plaque though.
Yeah,
I got paid for it. I don't know how to go about it to get a plaque.
Yeah,
I didn't get a plaque for the YouTube thing. I know I got a check.
Yeah,
but, I didn't get a plaque though.
Yeah.
But
So
that'll be a hot record with you and Big Wallll though. That'll be a hot record.
Bro, I'm ready.
Yeah.
We can make it happen right now. This computer I'm on right now got Pro Tools, a new one, 2020, man.
Me too. Hey, we locked in. You know what I'm saying? So we when we get off here, we gonna switch numbers and you know what I'm talking about. Send emails, bro. We locked in, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Man. You already know, man. We family, man. So it's good, man. Like anything, man. We got video directors, producers, anything you need, man. Studios, anything, man. So like I said, I'm one phone call away or one email away, whatever, man. I ain't hard to find.
Nah, not at all, brother. Nah. Speaking of not hard to find, we not finna let you get out of here without telling everybody all of your handles, where they can find you. You know what I'm talking about? Tell us a little bit of what you got coming up, because we know you got clips in the chamber a little bit.
Yeah, for
you know
sure.
What I'm saying?
We loading up right now. 2020.
Talk your shit.
So far ahead, man. I'm thinking of 23 right now, man. Like 22 is already sold up, man. You feel me? Right? So look, you know, we got the Instagram, the real YUNG N.A.Z. You know what I'm saying? That's TheRealYUNG N.A.Z. Then we got the Twitter, that's at YUNG N.A.Z. YUNG N.A.Z. And then, you know, like all of the digital stuff, like iTunes, Spotify, all of that stuff, just type in YUNG N.A.Z. That's YUNG N.A.Z. And you can find that on the Google, everywhere, man. It's on all music, you know, like all the CDs I was talking about. You can find them on all music under my name. You can find them on iTunes under my name. Everything, man. I did over 100,000 physical record sales under my name from the collaborations, but I haven't did it with my own CD yet. So I'm grinding for that right now. And you know, that's why I'm every day, man. I'm sending my music to everybody, getting people to support me, you know, because I want to get, you know, them Billboard numbers, you know, them iTunes charts numbers, you know. I said we did the hundreds of thousands on the Spotify and millions on YouTube and all of that, but I'm trying to get that real, like I'm going for them Grammys, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The big boy things, man.
That's how you gotta do it.
It's levels. It's levels. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, and like you said, the string plaques is they cool, they dope. You know what I'm saying? It's just one of them notches. But if you want to keep going, you want them diamond. You want to be like Hammer. You know what I'm talking about? You want to go diamond.
First artist to go diamond. And the way he went diamond was he took the song that everybody wanted and put it on the album. And that one song made every song on that album go diamond. And that's why I was saying, soaking up the knowledge. Same thing like what I did with the song with me and Uncle Lenny. I could have just put it out as a single, but I wrapped the whole project around it, made the whole project go. Energy. Wrapped the whole because the energy wasn't even supposed to go on the High Risk. It was supposed to go on this solo album I'm finna drop right now. But while I was in the studio, you know, we working on it. And me and my cousin T Nutty 2 Stubby, we was already like putting our beats and material together to put the album out. So I was like, cuz I got this song right here. And I was like, man, I was thinking about putting it on my solo. So while we in the studio recording, I do my part. And he like, cuz I got a verse right now. So he did his verse. And there it is right now. He felt energy. Then we went to LA, did the videos, and now it's history, man. You know, we moving on. You know,
it's a hot record, too. It's a hot record.
Yeah, it is, man. Like they even what's her name? Mulatto. She on there talking about big energy right now.
Mulatto.
Talking about she gonna have somebody sing to her, but I don't sing. You know,
Uncle Lenny does, though. Uncle Lenny does.
Yeah, I got people counting to 12 right now. You know, 21 Savage and them, Nardo Wick and all of them, they all count to 12. What you call it? Drake, he didn't put a CD out. This last one with 12 pregnant chicks on the cover. You know what I'm saying? Because like even, you know, when he be coming to the events in LA, you know, dude, like when he come around, he make it so you can't even have your phone. But me personally, I got phones. You know what I'm saying? So you can't take my phone away. But
yeah,
these guys, you know what I'm saying? Like they all involved. You know, like BLB, you know, he shoot they videos for him, and Chase Lee, the one that did the videos for me, he also be right there on the video sets. You know, he around all of them. You know, he sitting on Russell Simmons. You know, he's even in Maroon 5 videos. You know what I'm saying? Like Chase Lee been involved for a long time, and he come from the acting,
yeah,
you know, film directing. So when he got involved with me, it's like I'm the artist, he the film director, and together, you know what I'm saying, we made history. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it is, you know, and that's my business partner, and he the one that lined up a lot of stuff for me. So I'm grateful and thankful for him. For real.
That's huge.
Teamwork makes the dream work, man. You know what I'm saying?
Like them videos, all three of them videos, he spent like maybe about like 40 or 50,000 for me to do all of that. To shoot all three of them videos, put me in 2 mansions, cars, models, just everything, portraits, art show, studio, all of that stuff. Like, dude. And then we also did a TV show. It's called The Goods TV Show. And we did all of that while we was in LA. And like I said, man, the budget for that was about 50 bands.
Yeah.
And, man, I was grateful, man. Like, he had me in that mansion. Man, I ain't never been in no mansion in the Hollywood Hills, man.
Man, living your dreams. That's what it's all about. You know what I'm saying?
All white. I honestly didn't even want to leave, man. Like, seriously. I was like, man, I'm moving in right here, man. For real.
This is my spot. Claim your spot, right?
Yeah. That's what we're working towards right now. You know, they want me to buy a house in LA. You know, I'm still out here in the Bay Area in San Francisco. So, you know, that's my next move. You know, I'll be able to move my family to LA. I'm gonna always have a spot in the Bay Area. You know, you gotta have 2 houses. You know what I'm saying? You got your spot in LA, spot in the Bay Area.
Yeah.
You know, so that's what I'm grinding for, to be able to, you know, give my family and my kids, you know, that opportunity, you know, to see me at that level. Cause like I said, man, I done been through a lot in my life. You know, I done been to jail 7 times. So I honestly went to jail shooting the videos. You know what I'm saying? It was a bogus situation, and I beat it, you know, through the graces of God, because they shouldn't even been messing with me. You know, I was driving in a Maserati, pulling up to an event that I was performing at with me, Cuzzo Fly, and Yuckmouth, and they was running a sting at the event, pulled me over for window tint on a rental car. I rented this car like that. You know what I'm saying? So they took me to jail. I was in jail for about like 22 hours. And like I said, got out, and then I stayed out there and did the videos. Like most people would have been like, man, I'm out of jail, I'm going home. Put me on the next flight. I'm up out of here. I was like, nah, I'm gonna stay. And that's when we finished the energy video. Like when you see me pulling up at the mansion and everything, and that SL, that Benz thing.
That's really
I was fresh out of jail. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, man, you know, things happen on this grind of us trying to get further, but what don't break us make us stronger. So that's just how that situation was. And, you know, it is what it is, man. We passed it now. I even created a song. It's called My First Month in LA. Because all of this happened, everything I'm talking about happened in 1 month in LA. So I created a song. It's called My First Month in LA. It's on my new album. We're gonna do a video and everything. I'm gonna go up over there. I think that's I think it's Slauson or Crenshaw, somewhere out there in LA, where they got the palm trees that everybody be seeing.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna go there, and I'm gonna be in a Rolls Royce, and I'm ghost riding the Rolls Royce in LA right there for the video. That's what
we do. Shit. I see what type of time you on, man. You know
like we just said, we rap about life experiences and, you know, what we go through. So that was something that I went through, and you know, people gonna feel me on that. You know what I'm saying? Just you know, just to, like I said, man, I could have left and came home, but I stayed, finished what I had, what I was there for. You know what I'm saying? And there it is, man. You got the energy video, you got the circle video, you got the ain't no fun video. You know, we made history, man. And like I said, man, what don't break us make us stronger. So, you know, that case is behind me. You feel me? I don't plan on catching no more. You know, I'm doing everything the right way now. And I was doing it the right way at that time, too, because they shouldn't even been messing with me. You know what I'm saying? I'm driving in a nice car. They running a Sting. You know what I'm saying? I'm black with dreads with a bunch of
DWB. You know how it go, bro. You know what I'm saying?
So it was just crazy. You feel me? And I ain't gonna lie, you feel I was 2 steps away from going on a high speed because I was in that Maserati. I was going to throw him in gear and get up out of here.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Yeah, I stayed there and had to, you know, just face the situation with my head high.
Yeah.
You know, when I was locked up, you know, everybody was showing me love. You know, shout out, you know, to my people in there. You know what I'm saying? You know, my Crips, you know, and Bloods that was in there. You know, I was good the whole time, man. They made sure I was smooth. You know, I didn't have to worry about nothing. You feel me? The guards was like, man, you having too much influence in here, man. And then, hey, real recognized real, man. Shout out to my people, Jay, my people, you know, he a Crip, man, 100 Crip. He was cool with Nip. You know what I'm saying? His name, you know, Jay Draper. You know what I'm saying? He was my celly. And like I said, man, you know, we all go through things, man, when you're trying to get further. And that was just my fate being tested. Like they always say, man, you got to be willing to succeed more than you could breathe. You know what I'm saying? So that was one of them situations like, Young, and you trying to be the biggest in the business? All right, here go a test for you. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I passed the test, lit up LA. Now everybody out there, they respect me.
Yeah, that's a fact, bro. We appreciate the grind, man. We appreciate the hustle. You know what I'm talking about, and that's why we had to have you come through to address the culture, man. You know what I'm saying?
That's big.
So it's huge, man. We want to thank you for coming through, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Young N.A.Z, follow him, y'all. Follow him on all the platforms. Hit him up.
Yeah, there it is, man. I'm thankful and grateful for y'all, man. And when I get the merch, we could do this again next week. Because I'm going to have the merch. So we could throw the merch on here, all of that, man. I'm ready.
Let's work. We locked in. We got a strand to create. We got some music to make. So we locked in. You know what I'm saying?
Man, for real. So I'm
ready.
My
man. We locked in, man. Appreciate you for coming through, bro.
Appreciate y'all, man. For real, man. 100, man. iHipHopTV, P.stock, Big Wallll, Aladdin 19, Dark Diva, everybody, man. We here, man. Young N.A.Z, man. Stay tuned in, man. We just getting started, man. We addressing the culture. iHipHopTV, man. Every Wednesday. You feel me? 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Tune in, man. You don't know who gonna be here, man. For real, man. Appreciate y'all, man.
Peace, brother.
Peace.
All good, man. Yep. All right.
P.stock. You know what I'm talking about? Now, look, young N.A.Z, you know what I'm saying? He might be young in the game, you know what I'm talking about, doing this thing, but when we talk about legendary influences, having your head on right, you know, add to the culture instead of taking away from it, what we stand for on this platform, he fits it 100%, P.
Yeah, he fits it 100%.
Yeah.
And that's why, it was important that he came through and addressed the culture to come through. And he'll be back again. You'll see him again because he is the culture. All the way, like Big Wallll, you're the culture. You know, we
so
all,
are you.
On, we all do our thing. I never think of, consider myself, in that aspect, but I am. But, I look at you guys like the work y'all doing, being artists, performers, that's huge. So they come from that thing and everything else behind the scenes. So, much respect for that. But you're right, he's definitely everything that we embody for the Address the Culture platform. And the passage and the methods he does and the grind that he puts in 100%. you know. So yeah, big shout out to him.
Big shouts out to him. Big shouts out to Legacy 9, Legacy 8, everything we've done, you know what I'm saying? The whole movement.
Aladdin 19.
Aladdin 19, you know what I'm saying? Brother
Our
Salt.
Freedom TV.
Come
the
on,
whole
man.
nine.
Come on, man. The whole movement, man. We got so much going on. iHipHopTV, the Address the Culture Network, all of the shows, all of the platforms that we are creating. This is going to be an amazing year coming up. We got so much going on. Just stay in tune. You heard from us. Now we want to hear from y'all. Like, comment, subscribe. You know what I mean? Talk to us. Let us know. If it's conversations you want us to address, it's people you want us to address, let us know. Me and P, we ain't ducking no smoke. You know what I'm talking about?
Ain't ducking nobody. And check out every Monday night, 8 p.m. Let's Talk with Big Wall and Lizzie Martinez. Hot, man. Get exclusive interviews, first-hand account. Don't miss it. And catch Big Wall on everything, on everything. I thought I saw you on ESPN the other day too. So I mean, you know how that go. But yeah, Culture Connection, you know, Address the Culture, you know, This Week in Culture, you know, everything, man. Everything is popping, everything is hot. You know, big shout out to FMA and the FMA supporters. You know, and we do it. That's what we do. We here.
Yeah. So until next week, you know what I'm saying? On the same time, same type of vibe, we'll be here with some news you can use. We're gonna have somebody dope to interview, and if not, it's gonna be me and Pstock here addressing the culture, telling you things, putting you on, and doing what we do. So we're gonna be back next week. You know what I'm saying? And like I always say, your culture makes you who you are. So make sure they respect it. We're gonna catch you on the next show. I'm your boy, Big Wall.
I'm Pstock right here. iHipHop. Let's go.
And this is Address the Culture. And we going to see y'all next week. All right? We up out of here.
Let's go.
Hardly wrong when I'm right, I'm hardly correct. Hardly alive, but I'm good, but hardly a mess. Hard to survive when you living life with regret. Hard to rely on the lies you're telling yourself. If I don't die from the pain, it's going to be from the regret. It's going to be from the regret. It's gonna be for no regret if I don't. It's gonna be for no.
Dressing the culture, I'm adjusting the culture, huh? Adjusting the culture, I'm adjusting the culture, huh? Dressing the culture, I'm adjusting the culture, huh? Dressing the culture, I'm adjusting the culture. We gon' talk about it. Come adjust the culture, we gon' talk about it. Come adjust the culture, we gon' talk about it. Come adjust the culture, we gon' talk about it. Come and adjust the culture, huh?
It's 64 boy.
Scratch.
Dressing the culture, I'm adjusting the culture, huh? Adjusting the culture, I'm adjusting the culture, huh? Dressing the culture, I'm adjusting the culture, huh? Dressing the culture, I'm adjusting the culture. We gon' talk about it. Come adjust the culture, we gon' talk about it. Come adjust the culture, we gon' talk about it. Come adjust the culture, we gon'